You have no idea what you just walked into.
Cool.
Len, you're getting my first question here. It's a biggie because I always love hearing about how projects evolve from script to screen. So can you single out the biggest difference between the first draft of this screenplay you saw and the final film everyone's going to see on the big screen?
Oh man, as you know, I mean, every project, it goes through so many iterations. So I'd say that one of the things that was very present in the original draft that I read was the Chancellor's tribe, which I leaned even more into, that it's operates more like a cult than other assassin tribes that you've seen in the universe so far. And so I'd say that part of it, the Alps location, all of that, the setting. Other than that, there's so much that I'm very much I develop and create a lot of my own action ideas. So I get so that will inform then changes in the script. And then when I brought Ana on board and we dive into it, we then get really into conversations and ideas and nuances that build things out. So, but a movie changes so often from, as you know, from script, then shooting, editing. It's like really, truly 3 moments of a movie telling you what it wants to be.
I'm glad you upped the cult aspect of the movie. I have a couple questions about that that hopefully
good.
we'll get to later on. Norman, a big question for you as well, because I always love hearing about an actor's aha moment when finding a character. So I was wondering, did you have that with Daniel? Something you did either in prep or on set that made you stop and go to yourself, like, I really get who this guy is now?
Yeah, I mean, I did, I sort of created a backstory with Len. It was, he grows up, his father is a certain person of a certain stature. He must have grown up in this world with sort of a silver spoon in his mouth. But with that life comes loss, it comes secrecy, it comes all the things that he didn't want his daughter to have. So he's gotten to a point where he's willing to fight everybody to protect her. So as a protective father, he's hit the wall. Like that. They sort of have similar stories, even Daniel, in that they're willing to fight everybody now. Her for one reason, him for a totally different reason. Aha moment, maybe meeting Ana for the first time, because you kind of know as an actor if you're going to get on with the person right off the bat. And also the actress that played my little girl, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I'll lean into the fights briefly. And yet again, another very big question. I only came with big questions today. Norman, I know you are very skilled in the stunts department. Of all of your past film and TV projects, can you tell me which stunt sequence was the most challenging you've ever done? And then tell me how it compares to the material that you did for the Continental Prague sequence.
Wow.
Yeah, what is the most, I'm curious.
Yeah, I mean, Boondock Saints hanging upside down with my ankle wrapped to Sean's ankle, twisting around in a circle, shooting people. That was a long day.
Was that just old school tie you up and string you up, or were you in a harness with a wire with a thing, or they?
Yeah, harness wire, then our ankles tied to the ceiling, and twisting us, which was the blood goes to your head. You kind of lose consciousness. It's a real drag. Walking Dead, I've had 1 billion. I don't know. It's a different fighting style than this. Walking Dead is it's sloppy fights. You know what I mean? They're very choreographed as well, but not like this. This is extended fights for cinema. So it's a much different fighting style. You know what I mean? It's completely opposite. Actually.
Yeah, it's
They're both
pretty
fun.
cool as a fan of yours to see the range in that respect too. I was
Oh,
very
cool.
impressed by that.
Oh, thanks.
I got to leave you in a minute. So Len, I'll just go back to my questions about the Chancellor and the cult. I'm just such a big nerd for backstory, and I was so fascinated by the layout of that village and how he operated. So it was making me wonder, did you come up with any backstory details that maybe we don't see or hear directly in the movie, but we can feel informing how he operates and how you set up that particular set?
Oh yeah, I mean, I have. There's so many scenes when I'm doing that are in my head that I wish were on screen. So yeah, I create a whole backstory in terms of what I'm picturing of what who this guy is, how they operate, and if I could have the 5-hour version of the movie, I would, and explore all of that. Like there were moments I was just talking to Norman about of. We're familiar with the world of having the tattoos as a marker. It was really specific that I wanted their marking to be more of a brand. It's more of a crude marking. And at one point, and I really wish we got to it, a scene where the Chancellor is sitting at a fire, I think when he's talking to the director, and we've got this fire poker that he's playing with, and then when we reverse, we see that it's the actual branding staff, which just gives an ugliness to like branding these kids at a young age, which also laid into a bit of a backstory that I have in my own mind about why Norman just made the choice to disconnect. So I've got the movie I'm making, and then the expanded version of the movie that is in my head while I'm directing.
I'm not going to lie. I might want to see the expanded version, but I also do like when we don't get the expanded version, but you could still feel the weight of the thought that went behind all of that in the movie.
And that's really what it is. Yeah, exactly.
Congratulations on that and the entire movie. And thank you both for your time today.
Thank you.